Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again. Today we got a weird one. So I get a phone call about this vehicle right here, and you hear the fans running, keys off. I got the key right here. Keys off, engine isn't running, but the fan is running. And then another thing that it does, if you turn, all right, you hear the fan just went off. But if you turn the engine on, you got a check engine light. But I want you to take a look at something. Oh, look at that. So you see how the temperature gauge is showing 160? They just drove the vehicle in from wherever they were. So that should not be at 160. So it's basically at 0, right? Because that doesn't really mean 160. And the check engine light's on. So the check engine light being on and that low temperature on the gauge is telling me I got a cooling system issue or I got an ECM issue. More than likely it's not an ECM. So my scanner doesn't pull codes for this year because I got a cheapy little one from I forget where. Anyways, I took it to the AutoZone and they pulled a P0128. Oftentimes an overheating condition can be caused by a lot of problems, but a P0128, which is just an engine not getting up to temperature, is usually only caused by one problem. So I went to good old AutoZone and I picked me up one of these. This is a thermostat. The way this works, hot coolant is on this side, and this way is the radiator. So hot coolant contacts that element, thermostat opens, allows the coolant to go into the radiator, cools it down, and then sends it back into the engine. And I'm pretty sure this is stuck open. When I take it off, you'll probably be able to see this stuck open. See how it's sealed right there against the housing? It'll probably be open, more than likely. But I am also going to replace the sensor just because it's there. So the reason the fan is stuck on, this vehicle actually has a strategy. So if it is overheating, say the thermostat was stuck closed and it's not allowing it to cool the engine, it would turn the fan on when it's overheating. But since it sees a really low temperature reading, it doesn't trust the sensor. The computer doesn't trust the sensor. So it's going to turn the fan on full blast because it doesn't trust the sensor. It doesn't know whether it's overheating or whether it's running too cold. And that's the reason why I'm replacing the sensor. I mean, it is an older vehicle. It's just good insurance and it's right there. It's real easy to do. So let's get this off and get to work. So here's a quick tech tip. If you have a hose that's stuck like this one, oh, never mind, it came loose. But when they do get stuck, you can grab a set of pliers. I mean, you don't squeeze the bejesus out of them, but you just kind of do that, and it should just pop off. See how much coolant we're gonna lose. Very little. Got the connector off, move it out of the way there. And now all it is these 3 10mm bolts, and the thermostat should pop right off. So what I like to do is to minimize the coolant loss is have the other one ready, because like I said, we are going to lose coolant because it's sitting on the top of the motor. And also don't forget to check, make sure you have the seal in there. Swap this out as fast as possible. Move your seal. Bam. There you go. That doesn't really look like there's anything wrong with it, but there's only a few things that'll cause a low engine temp or too cold engine temp, and this is one of them. So here we're gonna have less coolant loss because we already broke open the cooling system. Really can't tell there's anything wrong with that sensor unless you check resistance and all that, but since the parts aren't that expensive, we're just gonna go ahead and replace it. So the fan is still on, but I think I have to clear the memory in order for this to reset itself. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it get up to temperature, see what it does. Perfect. All right, check engine light is off, and the temperature is reading now. It's not stuck at 160 or 0 really, and the fan's not running. So all I had to do was reset it, which means I just had to disconnect the battery because I don't have the scan tool that I actually reset. Unfortunately, all our stations will have to be reset. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. Oh, car's smarter than I am. Great. Alrighty, looks good. Check. Doesn't look like it's leaking. Looks dry. I mean, it's pretty hard to make that one leak because it has a dedicated seal for it. So now I just gotta run it, make sure it goes through like one cooling cycle, and then I'll recheck the cooling system, and should be good to go. So that was it, guys. Hope this video helps some of you guys out there, especially because when I got it, I knew it was cooling system related, but I didn't know why the fan was sticking on until I had to go in there and read on the internet. And that's just a strategy to make sure that the vehicle doesn't destroy itself. So see how the thermostat was not stuck open, or at least it didn't look like it was stuck open when we pulled it out? More than likely it was just a sensor that was causing that fault and causing the fan to stay on. But it's running good. It looks like it's fixed, so you know, I'm pretty sure it is. But anyways, guys, thanks again for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you're liking the content. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, helps the channel out tremendously. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.